without even waiting for him to react, I'm gonna cup the far shoulder and I'm gonna transfer my elbow to the crook of the neck. You can also come up and manipulate the head a little bit, but I think it's better control to come here. I'm gonna rock back a little bit and control this arm. I'm gonna take my trail hand and I'm gonna wipe it right across his waist, following his belt basically. And I'm gonna plant my palm onto the mat so I get some friction. And then from here, I'm gonna move into north-south position. As I move, I'm gonna scoop this arm up, driving with my chest, and I'm pushing off with my right hand. So I'm gonna end up in a north-south position with my chest on his face, basically. And I'm gonna be able to lock this arm in by grabbing my lapel. And right now, I can come onto my toes and I can put a tremendous amount of pressure onto him, onto his floating ribs, onto his face, whatever I choose. But this is a very strong starting position, right? So I have the palm still posting his hip. And the reason for this, because he can't follow me. He can't run after me as I make my move to north-south. If I don't have that palm, as I spin, he can follow, right? So again, I'm gonna end up here. Here's my starting position. I have the arm loaded up behind my left ear. I have my palm posted here, and I have good pressure on it, right? Note this arm here, it's just kind of laying out there. Sometimes he gets pinned under his body, right? But I want to start from here. So the first move I'm looking at is as I continue to apply pressure, sometimes that arm is going to pop off my ear, right? It's dangling in front of my face. I'll call this move one. At this point, I'm going to simply catch the Kimura grip, no thumbs, right? Make your cat pose. I have it loaded up heavy on his floating ribs. I'm just going to step over, drive the chin to the mat, away from me so he can't turn in. And I'm going to finish with the Kimura, right? If he grabs something, I don't want to get into a tug of war. The easiest way is to oppose his grip, give it a shove to break it, then I'm going to finish, right? I don't want to around here. I'm going to cup the shoulder, elbow to the crook of the neck, hand trails across the hip, palm in the mat so he can't follow me. And I'm going to drive as I spin to north-south. Grab my collar, heavy pressure, right? So the first one is this falls off and I take a clean Kimura, right? A lot of times people at this point, they're going to grab their own gi, or they're going to grab their belt. Sometimes they'll even use the trail hand to rescue the hand that's in danger, right? So at this point, I'm going to feed something, and I'm going to lock that in, right? I can feed the belt, I can feed the pant, or I can feed the top of the gi, right? And I'm going to wait around here until I see my signal. His head's off the ground, right? So once the head's off the ground, I'm going to forget about the Kimura, and I'm going to invert my arm. When I say invert, I'm going palm up, and I'm going to take the reverse guillotine, right? And the key to this is getting a decent feed where his chin is up. If I can feed cleanly over the chin, I know I have a good initial grip. At this point, I'm going to drop down, and I'm going to take the guillotine grip. I'll show the grip in a second. From here, I'm going to simply hide my face, and I'm going to inch back on my toes. Usually 2, and he's done. Right, so the grip is going to be grabbing what we call the pinky meat, just like a regular guillotine, right? Regular 5-finger guillotine. And I'm just going to lock it in. The back of the neck is resting on this crook right here. I don't like it. Cup the shoulder, elbow into the side of the neck, spin, spin, spin. I have this loaded up. Sometimes people will reach up and they'll bear hug with the trail arm, right? This protects him from the Kimura, and it's actually a very common thing for people to do when they feel like they're in danger. At this point, I'm going to invert once again, and I'm going to get the gi grip with my 4 fingers in behind his lapel. So I'm going to invert, and in come the 4 fingers. And then I'm going to come back to side. Right? So coming back to side locks it in. I'm going to get the grip in north-south, and I come back to side to confirm it. Right? So for him, the only way to escape it is to go back to north-south. I just tighten the screw, he has to loosen the screw again, right? So I come around to here, and then I confirm it. I confirm it by dropping my chest hard onto the point of the shoulder, right? And I still have this grip here. So to finish this, they call it the bread cutter or the paper cutter because of the action of the choke. But one mistake a lot of people make is they lift their arm and they leave a hole. And then he can come in, he can start manipulating my face, he can drive his hand into the bicep, right? His escape is imminent. So what I like to do is I like to stay super, super tight. I could even do it with my eyes closed. I'm gonna wipe across very, very low. I'm gonna go thumb in, fairly shallow grip. I want to protect the Adam's apple, right? If I leave a space over the Adam's apple, then it means that both carotid arteries are being compressed, right? I don't want it to drop across the Adam's apple. It's dangerous, and it's going to be a finish due to pain compliance and not a blood choke. I want it to be a blood choke. Protect the Adam's apple, and then I drop the elbow. So right now, he shouldn't be in pain. And then the way I finish, I'm going to make believe that I have a pencil or a crayon on my elbow, and I want to start drawing a semicircle on the mat. On my toes, heavy chest pressure, and I start drawing my semicircle. And it should be a fairly quick tap.